Today on a commonly good MTG, we're playing a Rakdos deck called RakD'oh. It's interesting play on words. Why is this Rakdos? Because it's red and black. What else does this deck do? Strange and interesting things. If that sounds cool to you, then stay tuned to find out more. Hello and welcome to Uncommonly Good MTG. I'm your host, voted by my high school class to be most likely to grow up to be Slender Man, Dr. Yukon Socket. Yes, thank you. Filmed for a live studio audience. Thank you so much, Yukon Socket. Word to your mama. So I'm broadcasting to you today from my secret underground headquarters, and I'm bringing to you a deck I found over on the Aether Hub, posted by SteelSquid, and he called it RakD'oh. Yep, and he called it a jank deck. So that's cool. I'm a big fan of jank when it works, and I can tell you in my tests of this deck so far, it's done very, very well. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the cards that are in this deck. We'll talk a little bit about how it should work, and then we're going to go out and we're going to crush some hopes and dreams. What do we got here? We got creature kill. You know, it deals a damage to any target and you gain a life if it dies. So total chump bait right there. Chump. Here's another good chump that also do an additional point of damage to something and force people to mill cards. Pay attention to that. Hopeless Nightmare. Forces them to discard a card, loses 2 life. You can cause them scrying to occur. This is good for a good sacrifice generally. This one says whenever one or more creatures you control die, you create a food token. Whenever you sacrifice a permanent, target player mills 2 cards. So once again, we're forcing people to mill. Feed the cycles. We can destroy target creature or planeswalker. Whenever you commit a crime, you create a tapped treasure token. You could sacrifice 3 treasure tokens to create a scorpion dragon, which is kick-ass. Didn't even know that. What do we got here? Lord Skitter basically rips apart graveyards and puts out rat babies. This will draw you cards. This will put out a guy that's 1 stronger each turn, and you will sacrifice him in the turn, which will then cause your opponent to mill 2 cards. Alesha gets stronger by 1 Popo counter every time she attacks. At the beginning of your end step, if you attack this turn, you can return target creature card with a mana value less than or equal to Alesha's from your graveyard to the battlefield. So you start pulling back things like Gnawing Vermin or Fear Lost Teeth. And now gets stronger and stronger the stronger that she gets. Realmbreaker. Target opponent mills 3 cards. So we got more milling. Yeah, this is totally a Rakdos mill deck. It's crazy. So you force them to mill. And then you can start pulling lands that you force them to mill back over to your side. Scrawling Crawler. At the beginning of your upkeep, each player draws a card. And then whenever an opponent draws a card, that opponent loses life. So technically, you're kind of forcing them to mill another card because it's just going to their hand rather than their graveyard. And we got Deadly Cover-Up, which wipes the board. Rakdos the Muscle, which I don't know what it does. Until next time you play those cards, a mana type can be spent, so he helps you draw cards and play them weird. Rankle and Torbran. Whenever he deals common damage to a player, each player's head creates a treasure token. Each player sacrifices a creature of their choice. If a source would deal damage to a player or battle his turn, it deals that much damage plus 2. So once again, you got the sacrifice thing in there, which then could trigger off a milling again. You think mill 2 is not that big of a deal, but then also you'll be creating treasure tokens and food tokens that you'll be sacrificing. So therefore, we will be causing sacrifices to happen a bunch, and it's 2 each time. So we could cause people to mill 6, 8, 10 times in a turn, and they only got 60 cards to start off with. All right, so what are we going to do? We're going to control the board a little bit. We're going to come at them as well as we can. and we'll try to get them to mill. Between doing damage and milling them, hopefully one of those two avenues will win the game. All right, so before we go out and do our damage, let's do as we do every night. Let's say our prayers and talk about what is best in life. Hands together. Dear Black Queen Sholdred, who dwells within the dark chambers of my heart, please hear my prayers and grant your blessings as we attempt to crush our enemies, see them driven before us, and to hear lamentations of the women. And we're playing against Funny. That's a name, huh? Funny. Like Funny Winkerspoon. Funny Johnson. Don't make me put your rock in a pod. Get in there. Get in the pod. Looking at my lands. He just thinks they look cool. And I'm glad I left that black open there. Yoink. First blood. Making your lands do it. What are you, a baby? I don't want you gaining life, so none of that bat stuff. Go get him, boys. All right, he's down to 11. He puts a creature out. I'm going to feed it to the cycle again. There you go. You need to be dead. I need to unalive you. All right, try to mana. What does that cost? Nothing? Pay 2 life? All right, he's down to 5. Let's hope we can pull this thing off next turn. Fear of lost teeth is to any target. Back up to 8. That sucks. All right, there we go. That's 8 right there. You're going to have to block them. All right, that's dumb. Cool. All right, so we're rocking it. He's got to have it there. He didn't have the answer. Boom, boom! Goes the room. Victory! Rank up. All right, playing against, what is this? CHAKAMON. That's not terribly helpful. I have to sacrifice a creature. I can do that once I get Urabrask Forge out. It'll exile. We know see the Forsaken Miner again. All right, food token. There's just 2 life. What do you even do? I'll take that action. All right, I'm down to 12. That's not super cool. All right, let's start the sacrifice. We'll cause the mill to occur a little bit again. And a Forgeling. So I have to 42. I don't think we're going to mill this guy. Discard what you got. That's where it goes. All right, let's see. Does he want to block? You can do it if you want to. Nope, you don't. Let's get the milling going. Come on. Only got another 36 more cards to go. All right, let's just let's get rid of this guy. Don't need any Terminators around here. All right, you can block if you want. This guy right there is the guy you can block with. You're down to 2, man. All right, so I can block one guy. What is he popping there? He's popping for 10 at the moment. I got 12. There we go. There we go. All in. And we win. Touchdown. Lava Bears. Now we're playing against Duke. No, I'm not playing with just red mana. I will play with just black mana, though. What a weird situation to be in at the moment, huh? All right, give up a card. There we go. And 2 life. Nice. All right, we'll go ahead and Phyrexian Arena ourselves here. I would definitely like to get rid of Liliana, I'll tell you that. That's not cool. That is not cool, man. Got plenty of land to throw away. I want you to go ahead and attack Liliana there for a second. That'd be great, huh? And, oh, that was stupid. I didn't realize he was out of cards. Did I flash that in? Nope. All right, well, I got enough to come after his man land here in a second. Yeah, that's not going to do me any good now, is it? And gone. Right there. All right, we just have to mill this guy now. What does he have? 44 cards left? Right there. And again. All right, 38 cards. I don't technically need to do anything, man. Let's eat ourselves some cabbage. We're taking the slow boat to winning. Eyes down to 24. And we win. And we win. I can't believe we pulled that off. Victory. All right, playing against Maison Renegado. All right, cool. I shall keep it. Negative. Looks like we're going to mill him this game. We just started off. Got rid of a bunch of his lands. That's not good. Is this an exile? Nope, it's a destroy. So we could pop the Terminator's head here in a bit, but that's only gonna last us for 2 turns. All right, we got a long way to go. And he's doing at least 4 per turn, which means we'll be dead the turn after next. So you come out and help. Like, I would bet he's got the ability to kill Alesha. Nice. I didn't realize Alesha was going to do that. You got some chumps to chump for chumping. Nothing, huh? Wait a second. Top tier library, new step, playing those cards. I don't know. It sounds like fun. Let's just do it. What was that equal to? All right, that's cool. Get rid of Tiny Bones. I think we could just win now, can't we? Let's see what we could do here. He's got the big boy there. And we win. All right, I was just trying to do math. Like a sucker. Victory! Our pin against FluffyFoxy. It's funny. It's like there's a lot of black in here. Red's not. That just freaking kills me. Thing is, I still won last time when this happened. Because the thing is, this totally short circuits Urabrask Forge. But with this guy out, I was able to mill. Get rid of something good. Let's start his milling ability. What we got? 48 more cards to go, huh? Red, yep. That card, sure, let's do it. All right, red mana. See, if I were to attack right now, the question is what's going to happen. How much does this thing cost? 2? Yeah, no thanks. Oh, we'll put a +1 on it. That's fine. Popo! There we go. Yeah, you can't pop out another one quickly enough to make that a problem. Bring it back. There we go. Right there. We're going to mill ya. I don't care what your life is. But you have 38 left, huh? So what is that? 19? We need to sacrifice some stuff is what we need to do. Just popping this up in case I want to use it. Decline. I got nothing in my graveyard. I mean, sure, yeah, I put a lot of stuff into your graveyard for you. Let's go. Head down to 10 and 3 more. Gets him down to 7. All right, we got first strike on this. You're really not going to do anything about it, huh? Things, can you just win the game? Let's just do this now. And we win! And we win. Suck it, suckerfish. Victory! Our playing against Irai. 1, 2, 3, 5. Get in the pod. All right, Cubert, here's your Energon cubes. Load up. All right, we're milling. Oh, he's got a Traxia in there. That's not cool. It'd be great just to take out Atraxia. But we got a long way to go before that can happen. Do you want to block? There you go. Just gonna let that happen. And we win. He could see the writing on the wall. The milling was coming. Victory! All right, so we are with RakD'oh, and it ended up being a fantastic deck. A fantastic deck. It got 100% wins on all the games I played. So I kind of think I was just kind of lucky, but I don't know what to make of it. I mean, the deck was very versatile, and I was surprised that it ended up becoming like a mill deck in a number of situations. It's like you know, like the Urabrask Forge that had the card out that made all you guys come out tapped. So it was like, well, Urabrask Forge can't do anything. The thing is, just mixing it together, comboing that together with the Scavenger's Talent. I was able to force him to discard 2 cards every turn. You're thinking, well, that's not that big a deal. 2 cards. I had 2 of these out, so I'd make him discard 4 cards a turn. It would just kept going, and then I would kept making more. What am I trying to say? More the food icons. At which point, then I would sacrifice those, gain more life, cause them to get more of 2 more cards. So I was getting rid of like 8 cards a turn. That is pretty freaking incredible. So this deck ends up becoming a mill deck, and it was getting really good at it. So it doesn't look like the rest of the cards in here really cared about that. I mean, you did have, what was it, the Gnawing Vermin, which caused them to mill 2 cards as well. Yeah, this is practically a Rakdos mill deck at this point. It was shocking. All right, let's get to it then. Who was the MVP? Who was the most valuable player? Yeah, I gotta say, to me, it was really Scavenger's Talent, because this, like I said, it ended up backsliding into a mill deck, and this was the card that did it. Whenever you sacrifice a permanent, target player mills 2 cards. And there's a lot of opportunity for sacrifice in here. And so therefore, I was milling people. I didn't actually win by milling, Some people just kind of gave up because they saw the writing on the wall. And even when this deck wasn't coming at them from power-wise, that milling was still very strong. Very strong. All right, so yeah, I'm going to give it to Scavenger's Talent. You weird-looking chipmunk-looking freak there. You won it. Congratulations. All right, was this deck competitive? I would tell you there's no way this is a competitive deck, but you know what? I got 100%. I played it 5 times at casual. I played it once on the ranked. I won every single time. And it wasn't like even close. I mean, I really was just beating people around with this deck. So, yeah, I'm going to say, yeah, this is a competitive deck. I just, just picked it up off of some dude. There was no ranking on it. I didn't think. I just liked some of the cards in here. But it kind of worked well on its own. It just kind of worked well together. And even if there was some sort of strategy I had to figure out, it came easily enough. So, yeah, I say this is a very competitive deck. Was this deck fun? Yeah. I mean, why was it fun? Well, it had Urabrask Forge in it, number 1. That was great. It had a lot of little singletons to drop. That was fun. We had enough creature control between, what was it? Really, it was cut down and it was feed the cycle. And that just did a little discard action there, I guess, and deadly cover up. So yeah, we had the ability to control some creatures. We put out our guys, and it was really kind of a fun early kind of deck. So yeah, I had a good time with it. I thought it was fun. Lastly, was it interesting? It ended up being very interesting. Because I never played this particular combination of cards before. I've never played Urabrask Forge as an engine for mill, and yet that's what was going on. It was crazy. So I got to say, yeah, this was an interesting deck. There was a lot of little tricks in here. We were capable of doing interesting things. A lot of milling, a lot of taking out individual cards, a lot of creatures dying, having our guys when they died doing a lot more than they should have done. There was just a lot of value. So I'd say, yeah, this was an interesting deck, big time. All right, so let's add that all up. What do we got? Was this deck competitive? Yes. Was it fun? Yes. Was it interesting? Absolutely it was. All right, that makes it into an A+ deck. And as I'm required by federal law to say, this deck is so choice. I'd highly recommend you pick one up, should you have the means. That's all for now. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. From all of us here in the underground secret headquarters of Uncommonly Good MTG, have a great day. In the words of my people, be excellent to each other, and party on, dudes.